say, hey y'all, it is me, Lauren, and we have Minnie here who wanted to say hello to everybody as well. I am your type A BFF when it comes to all things planning and productivity, and I'm here to help you plan today for a better tomorrow. Now, is it too early to start thinking about 2023 planners yet? If you are like, Lauren, why are you already talking about 2023? Well, that is because planner companies are starting to sell planners that will go into 2023. Some of them are starting in July and will run all the way through December of 2023. So when you buy one of these planners, you may be facing a choice that you didn't know you really had. And that choice is all about what planner layout you'll be committing to for the next year. And truthfully, I believe that the planner layout guides how you actually plan. In today's video, I'm going to lay out the layouts. Put on ching. I know, guys, that was such a bad joke. And tell you how you can use them to get the most out of your planning. Because when you find a planner that truly clicks for you, that layout is going to help you get more out of planning. Before we dive into today's video, if you're someone that uses a specific layout, please comment down below and let me know what that layout is and why you love it. Bonus, if you even share a little bit about how you use it, because I know people are always looking for different ways on how to use different planner layouts. Okay, so the first thing that we have here are going to be 3 different planner layouts. Right here, I have 3 planners from the Erin Condren brand. I'm using these 3 because they are the most common layouts. Each of these planners are weekly planners, meaning that they go from 1 week at a time with a spread of 2 pages for each week, which is where all the magic happens. The 3 layouts you're seeing here from left to right are the vertical layout, the horizontal layout, and the hourly layout. And just off the bat, you can see how visually distinctive the 3 different layouts are. One of these is time-based and the other 2 are not. 2 of them have lines, 1 of them is blank space, 1 has boxes, 2 do not. So since you'll be in your planner every day or almost every day, choosing the right layout is super important. So first up, we're gonna talk about the vertical layout. Vertical layout is a weekly planner layout option where each of the week is oriented vertically top to bottom and spread from left to right across the 2-page spread. Some planner companies combine Saturday and Sunday together to give the weekdays more space and width, but more than often you'll see 7 days from left to right starting on Monday and ending with Sunday. In some planners, the vertical real estate given to each day is broken up into boxes like these, 3 stacked boxes in the Erin Condren layout. And sometimes there are lines, sometimes it's white space. So who is the vertical planner right for? Someone who wants freedom and flexibility over rigid structure. Someone whose day-to-day is not always predictable or reliable. Someone who has a healthy mix of meeting and tasks to do day-to-day, but not overwhelmingly one or the other. Someone who doesn't mind switching up their plans from day to day. Now, I do want to mention that these are not hard and fast rules when it comes to vertical layout. Anyone can succeed using it, but more of a guiding post if you are a little lost to what layout is the best for you. How do you plan in a vertical layout? The best part is that you have flexibility. Because you have 3 boxes, you can designate each box to some different aspect or arena in your life. For example, some people break the boxes into morning, afternoon, and evening. If your family is 3 people, you might try to give each person a box so you can track their schedules. You might even have a box for tasks, another for appointments, and another for priorities. Maybe it's just one big, long to-do list. Or your boxes may spill over from day to day. As you can see, because there's no guidance given on how to plan, you get the flexibility to be creative. Now, this flexibility can be overwhelming. I know. But I also have found that when you're using a vertical layout, it kind of helps you a little bit with planner burnout because each day and each week is a completely new blank canvas. Next up, we have the horizontal layout. The horizontal layout is incredibly common, and if you know that each day in the vertical layout is planned from top to bottom, then you can guess that each day is planned from left to right in the horizontal layout. Days are stacked on top of each other, and Saturday and Sunday are often combined with each other, so you have 3 days on each page. The horizontal layout often comes with lines, which is either a love it or hate it feature. The lines help give the horizontal planner structure that can be comforting or suffocating. Like I said, it's kind of a love it or hate it type of situation. As an aside though, I happen to love it. I want lines in all my layouts. So who is the horizontal planner right for? Someone who uses the planner to help keep on top of tasks and to-dos. Someone with a heavy meeting schedule. Someone who needs a little bit more visual structure from their planner. Someone who plans in a very consistent or predictable way. And how do you plan in a horizontal planner? Whether your horizontal layout is lined or not, you can still break the horizontal layout into sections like the vertical layout. Like, just use line breaks. So if you have 2 or 3 distinct areas in your life, like work and home, you can use a line break to separate them from each other. If you're using the layout in a more traditional sense, you can use the lines to flesh out the most important tasks and priorities for the day. You can list out all of your meetings and non-negotiable appointments for the day. You can make top 3 priorities and your top 3 tasks, 1 for each line. You can use each day for a short paragraph, gratitude, or journaling reflection. In the past, when I've used a horizontal planner, this is the way that I used it, was more as a journal. As you can tell here, there are just as many applications for the horizontal layout as there are for the vertical layout. And here are a few possibilities to help you and guide you if you've never used a horizontal layout before, or if maybe you're looking to switch things up in a horizontal planner. The first idea is the easiest, and that's to turn your horizontal planner into a command center for your life with your many to-dos. Maybe I'm biased because this is how I plan many of my days, but planners are a great central place to focus on the most important priorities and to-dos for your day. The horizontal layout is kind of a built-in to-do list, so you can create multiple columns using vertical line breaks, which also gives the appearance of distinct categories, so maybe work, to-dos, and home to-dos. And so I think this is a really great way to accomplish that. Now, you're somewhat limited by the number of lines. Most planners that I see have about 5 or 6 in the horizontal layout. So if you have a huge to-do list, you may need to supplement it with like a piece of paper, a sticky note, and finally the hourly planner layout. Now, the hourly planner layout is just as you may have guessed it, for someone who is probably time-based. So who is the hourly planner good for? People who maybe want to see their entirety of their day or their week mapped out. I use an hourly planner, so you can probably guess what type of person that I am. Now, because I've used an hourly planner for so long, I have learned some things on how to plan in this planner, and I'm obviously going to share that here with you. Now, the hourly layout shows an entire week across 2 pages. Each day is planned vertically or top to bottom, starting on Monday and finishing on Sunday, by moving left to right. Now, I will just come out and say it that one of the biggest cons that I hear about hourly planners are that they never have enough time in the day. Most of them probably cover somewhere between 12 to 16 hours. And for a lot of people, this small detail kind of irks them enough for them not to use the actual planner layout itself. And while it might seem to me as a super small detail, I do think it is important, especially if you are going to spend a lot of money on a planner, to make sure that this is something that's not a deal breaker for you. For example, some have layouts that start at 6 a.m. and end at 7 p.m. This is Erin Condren's layout. Others start later, so at like 8 a.m. and end later at 9 p.m. And another detail to look out is whether the planner has half-hour blocks or not. I always like to use the times, it's funny, as more of like a rough guide than like a hard and fast thing that I have to stick to. So it doesn't bother me if I have to white out a time and write in a new one, but you'll know yourself better than I will. All right, so let me give you guys a peek into my planning. I love the hourly planner because it's the most clear way to visualize your week and see everything you have to do at a glance. I use the hourly planner more as a guide for my day than anything else. Like I said, I don't go hour by hour or minute by minute to make sure everything is pre-planned. Most of the time, you'll see a bunch of white space or empty time in my schedule. If you don't like the way that this looks, you can use a lot of stickers to repurpose the space. Or my personal favorite is to fill it in with to-do list. If you're a time-based planner, then the hourly layout may be for you. I can't tell you how nice it is to sit down once a week with my partner, John Michael, and get a general feel and flow for our week. I think some other things that I like to do is use highlighters or different pens to color code my day by different categories, whether that be work in red, personal in blue, and my partner's schedule in green. I think that overall this tip could probably work for any layout, but I love the way that it looks in an hourly layout just because of how it kind of makes it look a little bit more symmetrical. Since every day starts and ends roughly at the same time, you know, unless I'm changing around a date or time. And another one of the cons of an hourly planner is it kind of forces you to be a little bit time-based. based. If you have a different vision or a different need for your planner to make it less about scheduling, for example, maybe it's more about goal setting, I can totally see why an hourly planner wouldn't work for you. Ultimately, everyone has a to-do list, everyone has appointments and hectic days to make sense of. And I can guarantee you that at least one of the layouts that we talked about here today can help you make sense of it all. All right, y'all, so we have gotten to the end of the video today, and I gotta know which layout speaks to the planner that you wanna be right now. And let me know in the comments if you're team vertical, team horizontal, team hourly, or team I just plan my life out on a Post-it note, and that's what we're doing. Because honestly, all of y'all are welcome here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you want to learn more about planning, productivity, how to use your planners, all of that fun stuff, make sure to hit that red subscribe button. But as always, y'all, my name is Lauren here with Plan with Laur. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.